Right, so a little while ago I made a video. I can't remember what it was. I think it was about the state of modern pop music. And I was actually surprised and shocked and disappointed as well at the amount of people that it actually takes to write a modern pop song these days. I think I looked at one and there was like, I don't know, between the lyricists and the music writing people, I think like there was 9 or 10 people involved in the writing of one song. It may have been a Beyonce song or Taylor Swift, something like that. Anyway, Rick Beato did a video recently as well where I think it was Sabrina Carpenter. He was looking at one of her songs and, there was a ton of people mentioned in the songwriting credits. And it got me thinking, why does it take so many people to write a song these days? So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Okay, now one of the reasons that I find this so crazy is that, if you think back to like some of the greatest songs ever written, I mean, you've got, I love them or hate them, the Beatles wrote some brilliant songs, and, that was either Lennon or McCartney, or, a bit of a mishmash of the two. Look at the Rolling Stones, Jagger and Richards. I mean, look at Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Freddie Mercury wrote that by himself. I'm sure the other guys had a bit of input on it, but yeah, it just seems that songs are written by committee these days. So I decided to ask the Google AI. It was just the first one I picked. Why does it take so many people to write a song these days? And these are the answers I got. In today's music industry, especially in the pop and hip-hop genres, it's increasingly common for songs to have multiple credited songwriters. This trend is driven by several factors. As well it should be. Collaboration and specialization. Modern music production often involves a team approach where different individuals contribute their expertise to various aspects of a song, including melody, lyrics, beats, arrangement, production elements. Again, this baffles me. It really baffles me because, I mean, it's the song has become soulless then. The song is being written for one reason and one reason only, and that is to, get clicks or get played on TikTok or, to sell streams or whatever. The songs don't mean anything. I mean, when you got Carly Simon writing You're So Vain, I mean, you can tell she meant that. When Alanis Morissette sang You Oughta Know, I mean, you there was venom in that song. And the real, the sad songs from the 60s and 70s, the ones where you sit there and you listen, and, they bring a tear to your eye and stuff. That's because the artist that sang them was feeling that. I mean, look at a lot of the stuff Adele did. I know she had co-songwriters, but, she wrote about what she was going through and what she was feeling, and they were such good songs. Anyway, next, increased demand for hit songs. Record labels and publishers are seeking to produce commercially successful tracks, and they often enlist professional songwriters to streamline the process of crafting potential hits. So that's the thing. It's not, it's not Taylor Swift. It's not a Taylor Swift song. It's not a Beyonce song. They just happen to be singing a song that a committee of people have written, and that's tragic. Where are the good songwriters? When I listen to a song, I want to know, that the person that wrote that song, that's what they're feeling, or that's what they want out of life, or, that's what they've been through. They're the best songs, compared to the trash we're getting these days. I mean, even Ed Sheeran writes most of his own songs, allegedly, even though he's accused of, but Ed. Look, I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan, but Ed was proven innocent. Next up, we've got the rise of songwriting camps. Labels and publishers may organise intensive songwriting sessions, bringing in numerous songwriters to develop material for specific artists or projects. The record labels and the record companies are just ruining music. Because, I mean, this isn't sustainable. I mean, if you listen to the charts these days, I mean, it is trash. It is garbage. I don't care what you say. And it all sounds the same. It really, I mean, that's probably because I'm old and, You know, but I mean, if you look back at like the 90s, and you know, there was such a wide spectrum of things that were in the charts. You go back to the 80s, it was an even wider spectrum. And the 70s, I mean, you know, there was some weird stuff in the charts, but at least it was fun. Leverage and negotiation. A songwriter credit not only acknowledges contribution, but also carries financial weight. Therefore, individuals who contribute to various elements of a song, from a catchy riff to a lyrical phrase, may negotiate for a songwriting credit and a share of the song's profits. But again, you know, you've got. I'm not banging on about. You've got Freddie Mercury there. He wrote Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, that's like 5 different songs in one. And you know, you've got the various movements, and you've got the, you know, you've got the lyrics for it all and everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure when he sang "Mama, you're killing me," I don't think he really did. But you know, I think he was going for like an operatic kind of theme, whereas these days it's just pasteurized bullshit. The influence of streaming and playlists. With the rise of streaming services and algorithmic playlists, creating pop songs that are highly polished and optimized for these platforms have become crucial for success, further encouraging collaboration and specialized contributions. It's sad. It's sad. It's like they've done market research or something, and they've identified a core demographic, and they're like, right, let's write songs that appeal to this core demographic. And that is just, it's tragic. It really is tragic. Next one, hip hop and sampling. The prevalence of hip hop and the use of samples in modern music production can also lead to multiple songwriting credits, as producers and lyricists often receive credits for the work alongside the original writers of sampled material. Completely different, because a lot of the hip hop and stuff, and you know, and the samples they use are actually from songs that were written by one person. So you know, they're just, you know, they're just taking a bit of that song and popping in. You know, I've got no beef with sampling, but you know, try and write your own. Potential downside. Some industry figures express concerns that this trend towards songwriting by committee, that's what I said, may dilute the artistic version and authenticity of a song, potentially leading to a more homogenized sound. I said pasteurized. Pasteurized and homogenized is kind of the same. However, collaboration in songwriting also offers various benefits, including fresh ideas, diverse perspectives. Does it, heck? There's no diverse perspective. If you listen to the charts, there's nothing diverse about the music in the charts now. It all sounds the same. Overcoming creative blocks and expanding networks and opportunities. Bullshit. So yeah, this is why the charts are just garbage. You know, you might get one song out of 20 or one song out of 40 that's a good song, and it's just sad. I mean, you honestly, seriously, it's just, you know, just to back me up on this one. You go back to the 80s, even the 90s, and see how diverse, you know, different kinds of music were. I mean, I remember in the 80s, I mean, early 80s, you'd have like, I don't know, you'd have some new romantic stuff, you know, you'd have Visage, and then you'd have like Shakin' Stevens, and then you'd have the Wombles. Yeah, the charts used to be fun and diverse. Now they are just garbage. Anyway, jump in the comments, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all that YouTube stuff. It really, 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 really helps the video get out there into the algorithm. If you want to help support the channel, I've got merch, super chats and memberships. So if you buy any of those, you know, help me keep making videos. Anyway, thanks again. Take it easy. Peace out.